Hello everybody, and this is the mod here from Batponybrucemane. Now, first and foremost, let me just tell you that I had actually made some recorded footage of this on my Microsoft Surface Pro, but because I couldn't really send it to my iPhone or my iPad, uh, it's kind of just there now, and I didn't find any good editing apps to actually cut out some clips because there was some clips of me just pausing or stuttering a lot that I didn't like, so I couldn't find any apps for that, so I had to just leave it there. And because of that, I decided to remake the video and now I have just 20 minutes of footage that will never see the light of day. So, and when I looked at it, I was like, even if I did edit, I wouldn't be fully content with it. So, I'm remaking the anniversary video right now, and I know I'm like a day late on this, maybe 2 days, if depending on when I upload this, maybe today, tonight, or tomorrow. So I just want to say that. And secondly, I want to thank you guys for another amazing year here on the blog. And if you've noticed, I'm not in my room like I usually would be recording these things. I'm in the backyard because it's daylight, it's a good day, it's not too hot. So I figured, hey, why not just come out and film in the outside for once? So let me just say that 2017 was, in all honesty, probably not my favorite year by far on the blog. And let me tell you why. Because it was probably my worst academic performance in school. I didn't do so hot in school this time around. And also because of that, it also was my least productive time on the blog. So if I had to give you a good let me give you a good estimate. This is probably the least amount of activity this year than I have in all my previous years of 2014, 2015, and 2016. So 2017 was just the worst. So I'm hoping that in the 2018 it'll be a little different. I can actually make some big things, maybe make some do some different stuff, maybe do a couple collabs, which speaking of that, I actually do have a couple collabs in the works, but I'm not going to say who or why. Well, the why is because it's fun. Who doesn't like doing collabs? So I'm not gonna do anything major this time around. Not this month or next month. No, the big stuff will happen in a couple months. So just stick around and see. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, I want to talk to you guys about another thing that I've been thinking about for quite a while now. You see, I'm 20 years old. I'm going on 21 in March, and I'm just saying, I notice as I get older, then well, I'm getting a little more busy, so it's not going to be as easy for me to upload it or post or do anything like that. So just keep that in mind. That probably in the next I don't want to actually give you some sort of estimate about that. Just know that if sometime in the future I'm probably gonna get so busy to the point where I might have to stop doing the blog, but I'm not saying it's anytime soon, like next year or next month or anything, but just keep that in mind as we keep going forward. But I do want to say that I've had plenty of fun by far for these last few years on the blog and meeting you guys, so I hope to keep continuing that and we can have some fun about that. So now let's get to the art portion. My art in 2016, I would like to say that it's consistent and it has had some improvements oh, and I don't know if I actually showed you this, you guys have already seen this already, but I got a new notebook back in 2016, so just look at this paper, it's clear, and I know that some of you guys in the past, some of my older followers say that the papers I used were notebook papers, so they had those blue lines and a pink line on down, so I took that into consideration. I looked all over some stores and saw that this notebook paper was actually good. I got it at Walmart for $10, and it works perfectly. You don't have any annoying lines. I can just draw as if I was on a clear whiteboard. So, and for the let's see, I would like to say that in 2016 it's consistent. My art's consistent, but it wasn't completely improving that much. So in 2017 I try to make plenty of improvements there. So let's see. There we go. Well, I would like to say that, again, it stays consistent, it doesn't get any worse, but it doesn't get that much better either. So I thought that in 2017 I could try to do a little better on that, but unfortunately I got so busy in school that I never really actually thought about improving my art. I was just worrying about trying to actually get an update right there, here and there. So later in 2017 I only made like one small detail adjustment, if you've noticed. The teeth. The teeth are the only thing that I've actually included into my art. So I figured that if whenever an OC actually smiles or talks, like they actually show their little teeth right there. But I didn't want to make it like that weird cartoony looking teeth that's all crazy, so I made it like that little like white arch that you would see on like little on those little chibi cartoons or anime. Probably get a lot of backlash for that. And let's see. So this time around, I'm gonna try to make more adjustments. Like I've really tried to. Let's see. Let me see what I can get here. Well, I try to incorporate more humanoid like details into my art. So like I really like the anthro designs, to be honest. Like ponies, they're good, but I like the anthro and humanoid designs, so I try to practice on that whenever I can. And let's see what else. So yeah, I just trying to practice to make sure I don't make like the physiology of a body look all jacked up or like half-ass. So I try my best to like actually like sometimes I'll even look at myself, like see like my own body, and I'll just like let's see if I can like incorporate into my blog. I'll just like mirror myself and like my movements, and then I'll just incorporate that into the art. And sometimes whenever I'll just like look at in my college, I'll just look at people and see how they move, and I'll just try to incorporate that. I mean, it may sound a little weird, but it works for me. So if it works for me, then I'll improve my humanoid art. So I'm not gonna complain about it too much. All right. Now, what else is there for me to say? Well, let's see. What else did I not like in 2017? Well, other than Trump's first presidency and almost bringing us into the brink of nuclear war, I don't really think anything else can. And let's see, any other complaints? All I can say is that I hope that you guys on here, and not just you guys on Tumblr, but all over the social media sites like Twitter, or YouTube, or Facebook, or anything like that, etc. I hope you guys aren't gonna. I just don't want to see so much like drama. So I guess I just say I see a lot of drama now, like all over all those social media sites, and that seems at a point it just gets to like overlaying actual like good content. Like there are a lot of people like Jack's Films and iDub. They've all pointed this out that it seems to be like people just substituting actual content for just like drama or like juicy secrets. It's pretty much like everyone's trying to be like TMZ or the paparazzis, trying to get like the juiciest things instead of like uploading actual content. So I hope that never gets to the point where I just get sick of it and just decide to get off. I really hope it doesn't ever get to that point. But I sincerely doubt it. I mean, there are people that actually want good content, and I see people who draw plenty of good content, but there's always going to be that certain amount who just substitute that for just any random stuff. Like they'll just reblog. Like if it's something important like the net neutrality repeal, then yes, I understand that one's a little more important. You can bring that up. I've even brought that up myself. But if it's just regular old like drama saying that this person just called me fat or something like that, well, that's not really necessarily like something to really discuss, unless like you can bring it up as saying it's cyberbullying or something. Then all right, fine, but just don't let that be like on there for weeks. If you can bring it up a couple times, just don't ever let that be like the whole like topic for like the next couple weeks. And now for 2018, like I said, I have some projects in mind. I have a few things I'm working on, but for right now, for the next couple months, I'm going to be mostly trying to focus on my schoolwork and just trying to get to the groove of things. So after I can get to the groove of all things, then I'll start to make more good content and actually try to see if those collabs are going to still be happening. I know one will be. I want to check in the other one. And that's all I have to say. Thank you guys for a great year of 2017, at least for your guys. And I hope you guys can keep around with me for 2018.